Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. Let's continue the MS Excel tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial, I will explain how to implement the pivot table on Excel sheets. Let's start the tutorial.
If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates.
Notice on the screen there is one small table, computer cells, which contains some 6 columns. Date, salesperson, gender, location, product and price. Some around 25 rows I have added the data. Now I want to implement the pivot table on this table. Now before continuing the video, let's discuss what is pivot table. Pivot table, in short and sharp, I'm explaining any complicated data or any data. With the help of pivot table, we can summarize or customize the data. We can sorting, we can filter the data, we can however we want, customize it. We can easily customize the data with the help of pivot table within seconds. So let's implement the pivot table on this small table. For this example, I have taken only 6 columns only. First, before implementing the pivot table, we need to select the table or the data range. Now I'm selecting the table, Shift Control right arrow, it will select the columns, and also Shift Control down arrow, it will select the rows. Now I have selected the columns and rows. To select the rows, Shift Control right arrow. To select the rows, Shift Control down arrow. To select the columns, Shift Control right arrow. Now after selecting the columns and rows of this table, now I want to implement the pivot table. Notice on the menu bar there is an insert tab here. Click the insert tab. Once I click the insert tab, there is a pivot table on the ribbon, first option. Notice what the pivot table is saying. You can easily arrange and summarize any complex data in a pivot table. Let's examine here. Click pivot table. Here we got pop-up window open. Select a table or range. Here we have already selected the range. It's showing here in this text box. Now the second thing is choose where you want the pivot table report to be placed. You want to display on the same working sheet, existing working sheet only, the pivot table, or you want to create a new worksheet. I'm creating a new worksheet. Click OK. Now it's created new sheet with the pivot table, and here we got the pivot table fields. And notice here the fields are nothing but our column names: date, salesperson, gender, location, product and price, which are displaying here. Now below the fields there is 4 areas. These are the 4 areas is important. With the help of 4 areas, we can customize or summarize the data easily. We can filter the data, we can sorting the data easily, however we want. Let's do that one fast. Now drag and drop the salesperson in the rows area. Notice once I drag and drop the salesperson name on the rows area, the data is displaying in the row wise the salesperson name. Now if you want to display the salesperson name the column wise, just throw the salesperson name from rows to columns. Here displaying the salesperson name, the column wise. I want to display salesperson name as row wise. Now after that I am adding the gender also, as also location also I am adding. See, the Hanu is female, she is from Pune. If you check here, Hanu, this is female, this is Pune. Now we can drag and drop the product also. Here we got the product. What the Anu sold is Monitor Pune. Let's add the prices. sum of values section. If we drag and drop the prices in the sum of values, if you notice at the bottom, the grand total is displaying of all the salesperson, which is 70,100 rupees. And also displaying the grand total of the individual salesperson. 7,000 is from Anu. If you're confused, you can add some colors here. You can add colors. Neha. These are the above Anu is showing the sum of the total sales from the Anu. Each individual salesperson sales is showing here. And the keyboard is 700 rupees. Neha has been sold the keyboard in Mumbai, sold for 700 rupees. Now if you want to add the filters also, you can do here. Now I want to display only the Rani details. Click Rani, click OK. So here we got the Rani, she's female, keyboard, she sold keyboard and power bank in Bangalore. Let's add the, close this one, delete. Let's add the colors here. Now display all the salesperson again. Now if you want to add the date also, here we got the date. And notice in the date section, it displaying quarterly and the March. Now I don't want to display the date quarterly wise. So I want to display, instead of quarterly, I want to display the daily wise, the date, the actual date I want to display. By default it displaying the yearly, quarterly and monthly wise. So select the date, right click the mouse. Notice here in the group, select that one. In the group, notice by default it's been selected months, quarters and years. I don't want to display quarters, I have unselected and I'm displaying the days. Click OK. So now instead of displaying quarterly, it's displaying the March and the date, and the year is showing here. Now the most important step, if the data has changed, suppose the Vani she sold mouse, instead of mouse I'm adding keyboard, she sold for 700 rupees. Now the data has been changed, the Vani details, the product has been changed, product and price has been changed. Vani female, Mumbai location. Let's check. Here the Vani. And here is the Vani we got. In Pune she sold mouse before. Now we have been changed from mouse to keyboard. But here the data is displaying the old data. So to update this data, select the pivot table anywhere, right click the mouse, click refresh. See here, once I click refresh, from mouse to keyboard. See? The data has been changed successfully. That's it. In this video tutorial, I have explained very simply how to implement the pivot table, how to customize it and summarize the data easily using with the pivot table. Thanks for watching and please subscribe my channel. Catch you in my next video tutorial.